Hey guys and gals, Mike Cricket 113. Hope everybody's doing well. I had a video a little while ago when I told you I was out camping with the family, and we had a good time. We had great weather, good sleeping weather. What the temperature was in the 50s, 50-degree mark, so great sleeping weather. But I told you I had some FRS radios on camp that I brought with me so the YL and I could use when we were apart from each other, whether we were at base camp and she was out collecting wood or I was collecting wood or washing dishes, whatever we were doing, even just walking to the bathroom, which was a little while away. So yeah, we brought these X-Talker, Midland X-Talker FRS radios. Model number is T51VP3. That would be the model number right there. FRS radios, up to 28 miles, license free. Don't believe the 28 miles. It's all about conditions and what's surrounding you. We were in the woods, mind you, so it worked pretty well. So 462 or 467 megahertz worked pretty well. And the reason I brought these with me is the size of them. Now, you all know I got smaller hands. I got my mom's hands. But these are great. The belt clip worked good. It worked better than my Cobras. I know that's kind of funny way to start, but yeah, the clip worked great on your pocket. Or you could just put these radios in your cargo pocket or your regular pant pocket, and they work good. Battery life, we had them on throughout the day, and as you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. We still got a full battery. They take AAAs, or they come with nickel cadmium rechargeable batteries, which I have in here now, and or they could take AAA batteries. You could use AAA regulars, which are the standard batteries, 1.5 volt, or the rechargeables, which is 1.2 volt, I believe. And they work great. Nice weight to them, lightweight, but sturdy, you know. I like that they were orange because it's easy to see if you set them down. And they have your weather band on there as well. And you have a monitor and scan function, call button, and your volume and all that. So all 22 channels that FRS and GMRS share, except that these are only a half of a watt, 0.5 watts, half of a watt. Let's say that again. Anyway, so they work good for where we were. Now, I didn't go past past a quarter mile. So we were literally in a wooded environment and surrounded by trees, a little bit of rock, and yeah, they did pretty good. I can't complain. And I like the size of them. Let me show you the box here. This is what the box looks like. And then the back, all the functions and features. Roger beep, which I shut off. I always do silent operation. I don't like all the beeping and all that jazz. I think it's annoying. Your weather alert, channel scan, 22 channels, and 38 privacy codes. Your privacy codes are your PL codes, your CTCSS codes. And as you can tell with these, I had number 13 on there, which is, number 13 was, according to the PL tones, is 103.5 hertz tone, my bad. So that would go over, and if the other radio heard that tone, then it would open up and we'd be able to talk. So that's what's great about having the CT, CSS tones. Yeah, other people are going to be able to hear your conversation, but they're not going to be able to join in. And if somebody else is using channel 18, which is, 462, 625, if somebody else is using that channel while you're using it, and as long as they're using a different PL tone or whatever, they're not going to be able to join the conversation. So that was that. Let me see here. I'm looking for, there it is. So range, FRS, GMRS radio, bubble pack radios, or anything for that matter, VHF, UHF, your range is going to be limited depending on terrain. Now, if you're over open water or a mountain peak to a lower valley with no obstructions, yeah, you can get your 28 miles out of this with a half a watt. Sure, I've talked to guys on HF with 1 watt, and we were both using. I was using 5 watts. He was using 1 watt, and we were both able to make communication. So it is possible, but you need special conditions. And with this, it's all line of sight. If you're down here and a mountain's in your way and your buddy's on this side of the mountain, you're not going to be able to talk. So open water or high peak down to a valley, yeah, 28 miles, 20 miles, sure. Medium range, partial obstructions, line of sight. I would say like anywhere out west where you got like, let's say Kansas, for instance, or even Ohio, where you're nothing but farmland and whatnot, yeah, you'll be able to get pretty far. You'll have some houses and trees and, and other things driving down the highway, but you'll be able to do it, if you're standing outside of your vehicle, if you're not using these in a vehicle. Why I say in a vehicle, because your vehicle acts like a Faraday cage. The metal kind of blocks the signal a little bit, so you won't get as best performance out of it. But otherwise, it came with the charging block there, which is nice. It's micro USB to USB, and that's really good. You can also charge it, I believe. You can get accessories for these. There's a speaker, there's a microphone accessory you can get on these, so you can carry the radio on your belt. There's Vox as well, and I believe there's your PTT button. Yeah, you can charge it right here on the radio if you want as well. So they are nice. They are nice. The Midland X Talkers, FRS radios, half a watt, like I mentioned. And I really liked it. Let me move that box out of the way. I really liked it because of the size. Like I said, they're smaller than my Cobras. My Cobra's a little bigger, a little longer antenna, not by much. And obviously a lot wider. And just bulkier. These are great. I love these radios. They're still working good. I still have the original batteries in them. I bought these back in 2019 maybe, and still working great. Except these have you could either run a half a watt or you can run 2 watts. So that's what's better about these. You get a little bit more power out of the Cobras than you do the Midlands here. But, if you're close distance, if you're camping, with your relatives, your kids, your friends, whatever, and you just need to stay in a communication, and you don't want to be on your cell phone texting or calling all the time, these will work great. This would work great at a convention. If you're at a convention center, those big buildings, and you don't want, everybody getting lost, you give them a couple of these and set a little tone on there, and there you go. That would work great inside that building. So really happy to have them and added to my collection. So I just wanted to tell you today about the Midland X Talker. If you go to look them up, they'll be the T51 series, the T51. But the model number right there is T51 VP3. You can pick them up at Best Buy or Amazon or even the Midland. I'm sure Midland has a website where you can buy them there. So I like them so far. Someday we'll have to test them out a little bit better to see what their distance would be. This is Mike Cricket 113. I'll talk to you guys later. Keep playing radio.